You got it, sir. No problem at all. Well, crap. Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome to Games That Time Forgot. It's October here, and I have no clue how to start this review. So it's for Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. Put out in 2005 by Bethesda, Headfirst Productions, 2K Games, and Chaosism Inc. This is based on the writings of Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and I am a fan of H.P. Lovecraft. Although, yeah, I'm not sure how to review this game. I don't know how to review this game. Fun and frustrating are great. I mean, you can have good experiences with either one. Frustrating is an okay thing to be, and this game is that. Oh, golly. Let's start with gameplay. There's three kind of constant reactions in this game that you'll go through. One is stealth, where you just sneak past guards, sneak past the citizens, sneak past the monsters that show up in the latter part of the game. Then there's the, it's revenge time, let's go, where you finally have a gun and you can finally wreak your I'm out of bullets. I am an idiot. And then, of course, there's the PewDiePie-inducing response of, oh, leave me alone! Oh, good lord! Come on, you no, you don't see me, 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 please, God. Don't see me, 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 shit. Which, personally, I am not at all opposed to, especially after, some of the games we've reviewed recently where my reaction was more so just tepid. Well, I have to put out a review, so okay, I guess you're it. There's two causes of death in this game. One is your health runs out. You get shot too many times, your leg breaks when you fall from too far a distance, and if you don't treat it, then guess what? You're not going to have that auto heal. But also there's the sanity meter, which is really inventive with how they do it. Witnessing terrifying things actually drains on you, and you have to calm yourself down. But you can't really recover all that much. You need to take time and just be safe in a town that is trying to kill you. I'm not talking like Resident Evil 4, we're all going to come after you now. No. The town is trying to kill you. The things underneath the town are trying to kill you. The things surrounding the town are trying to kill you. Everything is the enemy right now. And also you get sanity blasting things from beyond the stars. They're also going to try to... It was absolutely terrifying. And I loved every second of it. Every restart, every death, every learning experience that happened, I loved it. And I can see why people didn't. Because... Whooshibaba, yeah, this learning curve is steep. There's no HUD, there's no heads-up display, there's no mini-map. You're playing as Jack Walter, and you have to see the world through his eyes. You don't get a health bar, you don't know where your sanity meter is until you realize you've been talking to yourself, or your character's been talking to himself for the past 30 seconds. The screen starts to go crazy, your heartbeat is pounding in your ears, the controller's throbbing. It's just very well done. The atmosphere of this game pours out of it and starts to affect you. My hands are still shaking. I finished this 2 hours ago. My hands are still shaking. It was so well done! But there's a couple of things where really... Fuck that part. Let's look at them now. The chase scenes. Phenomenally well done. Hair-raising, edge-of-your-seat entertainment. Loved every second of it. Fuck those scenes. Platforming. In a first-person shooter. Fuck those scenes. Character who looks like H.P. Lovecraft, but sounds like he's from Boston, and not from Providence. Okay, look, that's really pedantic of me, so no points off for that, but I'm on to you, Headfirst Productions, I'm on to you. Those things aside, though, the game really walks a very fine line, as it balances, 1, being an adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's works, 2, pretty much being a straight-up Arkham Horror RPG, 3, being a video game, and 4, combining all those elements into this wonderful stew. Wonderful, frustrating, hair-pulling stew. It works. It works really well. In fact, if this game came out now, they'd just say it was Dark Souls meets Destiny. And for my money, the immersion is better. There's no targeting system, there's no mini-map, there's no health bars, there's no ammo counter. You're on your own, kid. And it works so... It was glorious once you got past the frustrating part. But the frustrating part is important. So kudos to them for trying this, and kudos to them for pulling it off. It's a labor of love. It feels like you're in an H.P. Lovecraft story, granted without much of the racism and classism that H.P.L. included in all of his works, whether you like it or not. And Lord knows it makes it really uncomfortable. But this game ignores all that, pushes it to the side, and just goes for broke. So let's really quick touch on the plot. The plot itself is kind of not at all straightforward, but straightforward at the same time. Contradictions, aren't they fun? You're Jack Walters, a hotshot private investigator who's been summoned out by the police when a standoff with a cult goes awry. The cult's asking for you by name. And there's good reason for that. Why? Because, well, I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's totally flippin' aliens. Years pass and Jack is let out of an Arkham asylum. No, not the Batman one. Lovecraft created Arkham. They were inspired by him. Anywho, moving on. Jack is restarting his private investigation business, and he gets called to Innsmouth, a small New England fishing village, to investigate a missing person. The city of Innsmouth isn't really too happy to see him, and they like to deal with things on their own terms. This, as Jack uncovers the horror at the heart of Innsmouth, this moves from a sneaking game to joining the FBI for a raid, to joining the Marines for a raid. What's the secret Innsmouth is hiding? Well, it's not really hiding. I mean, it's on the plaque right there, the Esoteric Order of Dagon. But how it all gets revealed could easily be hackney or just so well played out that doom metal bands have been singing about it for the past 20 years. And if you're a Lovecraft fan or even just a fan of the Cthulhu mythos, you know where this is going. But if you're not, if you're new to weird fiction, if you're new to H.P. Lovecraft, then this can become pants-crappingly terrifying. Look, I'm not exactly a huge fan of calling a game or a movie or a book or anything an experience, but that's really what this game is. And I'll readily admit to the fact that the learning curve on this is pretty close to a right angle. But as mentioned before, I'm an H.P. Lovecraft fan. And that first chase scene, having been a huge fan of The Shadow over Innsmouth, I was at an advantage. So I asked somebody who's not really a fan of H.P. Lovecraft's work, not like, as in-depth as I get with it, I asked them to play through that chase scene. And I will quote to you now what they told me after their 5th death. Go fuck yourself. So, kind of high praise, I guess? Can I recommend this game? Of course I do. I really think, you know what? I would say this is probably the best gameplay experience I've had since I started doing this show. But then again, this is a game that's right in my wheelhouse. So do I recommend it? Yes. But I caution you it is extremely frustrating. I caution you it's a great experience, but it's an experience that will really, really most likely piss you off. But I think it's worthwhile. And I think it's one you should take. And that's it for Games That Time Forgot. And that's it for Season 2! Holy cow! We have now done 2 more seasons than I thought I would actually end up doing. So I wanted to thank you guys for sticking with me. I wanted to say hello to all the new people. And we've got some really cool stuff going on at the time of this recording. So be sure to check out our Twitch stream at twitch.tv/dashingthroughoctober. That's through spelled THRU. And be sure to click around the channel here, check out the Lettuce Plays, check out the Dashing Throughs, check out a couple of the new videos we'll be putting up throughout the winter time. And, as always, check out my back catalog, see if there's any games you'd like. I know at this point, people are starting to think Christmas because apparently we're not allowed to have Halloween anymore. So, hey, after this, go on Amazon, check it out, see if you can find some of these games for yourself or for people who dig video games. I thank you so much for sticking with me through this. There will be a Devil and Mr. O as a season wrap-up, but for Games That Time Forgot, I've been October. I don't have a catchphrase, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night.